We're on. Hello, hello. I gotta remove that. That does that because when I started my new page, I have to have a certain amount of likes on there for them to stream it on the Facebook page. Yeah, I know. So because I'm starting all over again, like some of you know, because I was hacked to my account, I have to literally start all over again with the Facebook page too. Hello, everyone. Yes, we are a few minutes early, and that is totally okay. But we wanted to jump on really quick. We were anxious. I hate waiting around.
I don't see anybody out there.
I know, but I hate waiting around all the time for like the right time. And when I want to, my hair is just like crazy. That's why I'm wearing my bad hair day hat. It's just sticking up everywhere, but whatever. So hello, everyone. I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. Oh my God, I can't even I just can't even talk about all the amazing and awesomeness that happened this weekend. From just the time that we got up. Wait, when did we? It was Thursday morning, right? That we went to chase. Yeah, it was Thursday morning. I mean, not Thursday morning, Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
That's what I meant, Saturday morning. So from the time that we got up at 4 a.m. Saturday morning.
Kellyn decided she wanted to see the sunrise on the top of a mountain. The thing that they don't tell you about sunrise on the top of a mountain, you have to climb the mountain in the dark to get there.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So there's this woman that I found online that she hikes some amazing trails in Connecticut, and it's all about her seeing the sunrise. And of course, she's a lot younger than we are. This was supposed to be an easy hike, and it turned out to be really hard. So I was like telling Bob, I was like, oh my gosh, if this is an easy hike for her, imagine what it is to be going up on a difficult hike. So yeah, because it was tough. I mean, I'm still sore. My thighs are sore today. And so yeah. You're sore too a little bit, right?
No.
Yes, you are. You said you were.
I just want to make you
What's
feel
up,
good.
Lou?
Hey, Lou.
So, but you guys, I just can't say enough of just the awe and wonder of God's creation. And I know I talk about this a lot with you guys, and I'm going to keep talking about it because I tell you, I am just like in awe of just everything that God has created that surrounds us. And to wake up with the sun, the sun rising, and then for me to have a beautiful encounter with the Lord up in the mountain and with the skies, I'm just like blown away.
I thought we were going to slip on our tears and fall off the cliff.
I know.
This moss is getting slippery.
I was like blown away by just the magnificence of his glory and his love for me. And I just, yeah.
His mercies are new every day. We're surrounded by beauty if you only have the eyes to see. You tend to see things in black and white, good and bad, but it's all around us.
It is all around us. And it was all around us. And then, so not only was that a found treasure, across the street from this mountain that we were at, after we went down the mountain, right across the street, there is a refuge there. And so I'm like, oh, let's go check it out. So, I mean, there's like trails and trails and trails to hike in this place.
And it's easier on the other side of the road.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It's not a mountain.
It's definitely easier. I mean, there's some little inclines, but nothing crazy. But some beautiful ponds. But I mean, I want to say something else about that. But we ran into this gentleman that was walking his dog. He had to have been in his 80s. I'm telling you. He was the sweetest guy ever. He lives locally. He was saying that there's 4,400?
Something like that.
Over 4,400 acres in this refuge that kind of blends in with Simsbury and that area, Simsbury, Granby, all that. But I'm like, oh my goodness. So he says, yeah, there's multiple trails everywhere. But the other magnificent glory of God was that we ran into a huge field of bee balm flowers.
I've never seen anything like it.
I know. If you've not seen, or if you do not know what I'm talking about as far as a bee balm flower, look it up. But these are flowers that attract butterflies and honeybees and bumblebees and hummingbirds.
Birds, all kinds of birds.
And all kinds of other birds. And I was like, this was just a field of lavender bee balms. And they get really tall. Like some of them were like taller than me.
And they were wet from the rain the night before, and we got soaked walking through it.
Okay, now you're jumping. Now you're jumping. Okay, so yes, everything, because it was like about 7 a.m. when we started going through this particular trail. So there was still like morning dew, everywhere. So yeah, it was pretty wet. But I'm telling you guys that know me know that I love my birds. I was in bird heaven. I was in bird heaven. You think I was crying back there at the mountain? No, I was in bird heaven. As soon as, again, the Lord showed up for me because, well, when I was up at the mountain, I just have to say, when I was up at the mountain, I asked God, I said, oh my gosh, when I was just like admiring the beauty of the sunrise, and the sun hadn't even really risen completely. It was still, just the beautiful skies. It looks beautiful about 15, 20 minutes before the sun even comes up. And I'm like, oh, it would be great, Lord, if I could just see an eagle. And you know what? It was like instantly there was a cloud that was forming up and looked like an eagle. I'm telling you guys, no joke. Bob was a witness to this. And then literally a few minutes after, there were eagles everywhere in the sky. And I'm talking about formed in these clouds that were all like going towards the sun. It was just beautiful. That's when I started crying. And so when I went down to this bee balm field, we went down. We. When we went down to this bee balm field, I said, oh my God, it would be, Bob immediately mentioned, I bet you there's hummingbirds everywhere. I said, oh my gosh, that would be so cool if we could see some hummingbirds. I swear, like within minutes, there was one. Oh my gosh, there's a hummingbird. So we got to see this hummingbird stuck around for a while around us, and I'm like, oh, there was golden finches everywhere, swallows everywhere, chickadees, all different kinds of birds. I was just like, I was in heaven. I was in heaven. So yeah, so enough of that. But that for me was like glory, 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 glory to start our Saturday morning. And then Saturday evening came. So this is where Bob gets to talk.
I don't want to now.
What do you mean? It was glorious even Saturday. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm still like on high from this weekend.
Well, I was going to talk about the book a little bit and link the two together.
Okay.
Because I have to write a bio now for my author for our Google.
I know we both do.
Amazon.
Because I haven't even mentioned
page.
So they don't even know yet.
Oh.
But anyway,
so you have to write in the third person your bio, and Robert Trapp is, but
which is not a big deal.
It is, because we are so many things. I'm not just one thing, but it made me think of back to when I was a kid. I've always been an artist. Mm-hmm. I've always loved music. I've always loved, creating and drawing. Then to relate it to the book, when I let the world tell me what success was, and I just let all that go and started chasing the world, what they said success, and what my friends looked like they were successful. That was like the beginning of trouble for me, the beginning of the end. Because then you're nothing but frustrated trying to be what you are not. I never was meant to be a businessman, and I don't know, I'm an artist. I'm kind of a quirky artist. Yeah. So I'm thinking that while I'm doing this, don't let anybody put you in a box, because we are all many faceted. We are diamonds. we're precious in God's sight, and we're not just one thing. We're husbands, we're fathers, we're friends, parents, children of the Most High God.
That's right.
But, somebody tries to label us and put us in a box. And how many sides does a box have? Right?
I'm looking for
And if you look on the
box.
inside and the outside, a diamond can have 50, 70 different facets in it. So we're much more than what the eye even sees. So, Saturday evening, we get back.
So before though, so we get back from our excursion, and we were praying about, the day. We were praying about, Hope on the Green, the event in Winston Park, for those of you that are local to us, and Bob and I were both praying in the car on the way there. And Bob, was asking the Lord, he's like, let's play treasure hunt with the Lord. And I'm like, okay. For some of you that may not know what that is, basically all it is asking the Lord to give you certain attributes about a person that he's gonna bring to you, for you to speak life over and to pour love over them, to give them a prophetic word, encouragement, whatever. And so the two of us are going through this. And
I was asking for clues.
Yeah, so we ended up asking for some clues. We got our clues.
The first thing I saw was a color.
Okay, but let's not talk about the clues though.
Okay,
let's not share that, so we don't
clues?
talk about
Okay,
the
we'll
specific
save
person.
that.
Yeah, but I don't think we should mention that. So
okay.
Anyway, so we ended up getting our clues. So we did get our clues that we asked for, and so now you can go ahead and start talking. I just wanted to kind of let them know how that all started and why.
Okay. Oh, and thank you, Ashley, for organizing and putting that on. A lot of work went into it. And it was great. So we get there and we set up, and it's a beautiful day. And just when all the events are starting to come together,
all the ministries were starting to come together.
Somebody had a different plan, saw that good was taking place, and the skies opened up. Rain came, and thunder, and started putting a kibosh on things. But you know what?
But we were still under our tent.
At one point, Kellyn said, "Do we really need to bring a tent?" I said,
I know. We almost didn't take our tent, and Bob's like, "No, we should take it because the weather's been crazy lately. We never know when it's going to rain." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, that's true." So I'm so glad we did, because I did not dress for the storm. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to get soaked, So I stayed under the tent and I was good. But we were still having fun. Like everybody still kept coming up to our tent. Like all the kids were coming over, and we, I had a big canvas there, with the word hope on it, and I wanted them to just paint a little something on it. And so everyone was still coming over to do that. We were speaking life over people through my art as well. We ended up speaking to about 4 different individuals, and which was great. So we were still doing our thing. God was still using us under our tent to minister to others and to just give him glory, through all of this. So we were having fun. I mean, I thought it was fun, although it was raining. We were still having fun. We were just on high from the morning that nothing was going to disturb our day or our attitude or anything. So not even the rain, not even the storm. So as everyone started packing up and getting ready to go, we're like, we're going to stick around for a little bit. We had friends of ours also that ended up staying too. And sometimes you just got to sit still where you're at and just wait and see what God brings. And he did. Right? Because as everyone was almost packed up and already gone over to the church, excuse me, someone came up to our table.
And I think it's Proverbs 21 that says that, we make our plans, but God sets our path and sets our way. Yeah. So somebody comes up to our table, starts painting. And when she's done painting, we gave her...
before she was done painting, he's not good with details, you guys.
I thought it was good.
I have to share the details. because it matters. So, like, yes, someone did approach the table and introduced herself to us, and because I'd never met her before, um, and so I encouraged her to put something on the painting, and she was, and then another child came also and was painting with her, and in that moment, as I looked at her, I looked at Bob, and I'm like, she's the treasure.
She's the one.
She's the one. She's the one from the clues that God gave us. He's like, oh my gosh, you're right. so she's finishing up, and then she comes over and she starts talking to us and everything. And I'm going to share this. She had completely lost hope, you guys. She lost hope in the churches in Connecticut. And she basically told us that she was ready to give up on church, ready to give up on Connecticut, because she is so gifted. She has such beautiful supernatural gifts that the Lord has given her in regards to healing, and she just hasn't been seen by the church. So I'm like, oh my gosh, Lord, this is divine. This is a divine meeting. And we just poured into her and asked her to pick one of my pieces of art that spoke to her. And Bob poured into her as well prophetically. And she was touched by that and moved and said, this is definitely, there was a reason why I came up to your table. And it was a divine connection. And we brought her hope again. And that was a blessing beyond blessing for the both of us. And it was because we decided to just sit still and not pack things up right away like everybody else was, and just wait. Right? So she was the one. And what is that scripture that talks about the one? It's not in Proverbs.
No, that's not.
Yeah, which one is
It's
it?
about the good shepherd leaves the 99 for the one.
Yes. Where is that? Is that in the book of Psalm? I forget.
It's just that,
maybe if you're on there, maybe you can look it up for us really quick. I don't have anything.
Again, we make our plans, but there was so much going on in that park.
Yeah,
behind the scenes.
There was behind the
different
scenes.
Tents. Everybody's crowded together. Maybe that was for a reason. The torrential rain came on, and
People
everybody
were
had
praying,
to get
people
together.
were dancing and singing and laughing and just being cuddled, and yeah, and then others that were that were stuck in the tents with them. Yep, there was a lot going on behind the scenes in these tents that we're unaware of.
And again, our sister came to us, and we didn't just see the one side. We didn't see her in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Try to see people through God's eyes.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, she was the one, and it was just our, the evening for us just ended so blessed, and and I think that for what we went to accomplish at this event, it happens for us, because we asked for hearts to be touched by my art, and hearts were touched. We asked for for him to bring the one to us, and he did. So he provided, and it was such a blessing, and I can't wait to do it again. Right?
Like I said, I know stuff was going on under the tents from talking to my brothers and sisters, like miracles taking place in the park. I wish I could have seen the person get baptized.
I know. Well, we got to see the video, which was awesome. So,
but even after that,
and again, he was the one.
We hung out a little longer and went to help one of our friends pack up, and there was some of the street people, the locals, and we got to pour into them about the love of God and how God sees them. It was great.
Yeah, it was. And then we went out to dinner with another couple that needed some fellowship time. So it was good. All in all, it was such a great day. Of course, by 8:00, I was already falling asleep because I was so tired from getting up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, we had great plans for Sunday. None of that took place. Sunday was definitely a Sabbath.
Yeah, it was for sure. But yeah, you guys, gosh, I hope that this encourages you to just never give up on just going for the one, even if you're just going for the Lord, and no one else shows up. It's the best feeling ever when that one person that you've been able to touch and to move in such a big way, right?
Or if you're discouraged, don't see through human eyes, look through God's eyes, or try to. Sometimes we can't see, but He's always working. He's always moving. There's stuff going on a lot of stuff going on. We can't even fathom.
That's right.
Because He is so good.
He is. So you know what? It was intended just as it happened. That's exactly how it was supposed to happen. And we we plan, and we can plan all we want. but it may not happen the way that we expect it, and that's where we need to make sure that that's where we need to make sure that we leave ourselves open to be flexible with the Lord. So yeah, love you guys. Was there anything else you wanted to share?
No, just get out there and look at all those diamonds. It's fields of diamonds.
Go on that treasure hunt for the one.
And you
love
are
you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Steve. You guys, thanks for being here with us. We love you, and we will be back with you again next Monday, God willing. Have a beautiful week. Go out there and find the one. Love you guys. Bye.
Just like